Jacket. Jacket. Hey there. You love all the shades of grey in this game. The shades of grey and depression, you mean? And the dirge for the planet. Yeah, this game has the atmosphere. Feeling of hope in a hopeless world. I don't know if I said it well, but that's how I see it. You know, it's a fucked up world, but stalkers kind of try to make the grey turn a little bit to the lighter part of the spectrum. And I've never played this, so I don't know what's going on. You've never played Anomaly, do you mean? Or Stalker games? Oh, you might have followed when I played Quake. I started playing games again actively like a year ago. And I thought to myself, I will play a good game from the 90s first, so I went to Quake. And then I will go to a good game I haven't played from the 2000s, which was... He scared me. And I went to the Stalker game. I didn't know it before. And after a year, I'm still playing it. So that might tell you how good this game is. It's really a hardcore first-person shooters with kind of some RPG and some good story elements. You can take it as Fallout, but a much better Fallout. Much better. From the atmosphere, graphics, details, combat mechanics, everything. It's so much better than Fallout. It just takes place in the Chernobyl exclusion zone, and it has an interesting story about a second catastrophe happening in the Chernobyl and then some weird things happening. So if you haven't played it, my advice is, since you played Quake, I would probably bet that you would like this game, and I recommend you to go through all the three games chronologically. There are three original games from 2008, 9, something like that. I did that a year ago, and I didn't regret a single second of it. And this here is a fan-made expansion. I'm trying to play it now, and I play it on Iron Man, so, you know, lives and permadeath and things like that. And yes, the atmosphere is amazing. It's really not an understatement. People that play this for almost a decade. It kind of always draws you back with its weird feeling of hopelessness, grayish atmosphere, and trying to survive in a zone, an exclusion zone that kind of froze in time from, you know, the Chernobyl catastrophe and weird scientific calamities happening there, and some weird opportunities, which I won't talk too much about because I might give you some spoilers. As you can see, this game is from 2008, but the graphics don't look like the game is that old. Maybe you can see it that much on the stream because the video quality gets decreased, but I was sure very surprised when I started playing it a year ago. And I have, as you can see, you know, the rain is falling down and the water drops are, you know, slowly drifting down my helmet. I need to wash it off. So this is the level of detail you get in this game. Going back to, I don't know, Fallout 3 or 4 after this feels almost cartoonish. And I am a rabid fan of Fallout games. You just hope Stalker 2 will put Fallout on shame. Well, this alone, the Anomaly kind of puts it kind of to shame as a first-person shooter. You know, you can't really compare this to Fallout 2, which is an entirely different game. But Fallout 3 or even Fallout 4, as of what I've heard, you just can't compare it. What I fear is we will have too high expectations of Stalker 2. After this, we might really be, you know, expecting miracles from Stalker 2 and then be disappointed in the end. That's what I fear, really. You know, to be honest, I'm not really trying to put Fallout down. I've had loads of fun playing the entire series. Most of it playing, I don't know, Fallout 2. Fallout 3 was kind of meh. New Vegas was really good, but the Uncanny Valley kind of didn't feel right to me. The size of the game felt a little bit underwhelming, but Fallout New Vegas was good. I didn't really try Fallout 4. Let's put it this way. The Stalkers came out approximately at the same time as Fallout 3, maybe even before. But look at the graphics. Go to Fallout 3 and see all the copy-pasted locations and textures and, the cartoonish nature of the game, and compare it to this. This feels like a real life location. I don't think you'd like Fallout 4, it's very casual. Let me tell you this about Fallout 4. I was really into Fallout, really, like hardcore. And when Fallout 4 was announced, I actually went to my boss and said, in October, I'll be going to Boston for a week. And he was like, really? You're going to travel to America? Yeah, I said, nah, I'm not really going to travel to America. I'm just going to Boston for a week. And he looked at me like, are you crazy? You know? Because I was that excited about playing Fallout 4. So I actually planned to take a 1 week of vacation, close myself down in my apartment, get my junk food, and play Fallout like mad for a week. Then I read the reviews, and after reading the reviews and learning it's like more about growing your own carrots, and I was like, nah. So I stopped the plan, and after so much time, I still haven't tried Fallout 4. But I intend to. And yeah, I will do it here on the stream, just I don't know when. I do intend to go, after I finish this, to Fallouts and replay them all again. And I will see, if I will like the Fallout 4 and so on. Sad story. No, it's not really a sad story. The real sad story is that until recently I didn't have a computer to play any advanced games with. Didn't really play games, or for that matter any real modern games, for last 15 years. And now I got myself a beast of a computer, and I want to go through everything I have missed in between. So it's really a happy story because I'm here and I'm playing games like mad when I have the time, really. And I haven't really missed anything. I will play Fallout 4 and probably I will enjoy it. You should. It's a very fun game, but you should play with low expectation. Yeah. That's what was on my mind. I'm not really expecting much because it's the Bethesda meme, like the Fallout 3, and I did enjoy Fallout 3. It was quite a good game. I'm not putting it down, but it didn't match up to my expectations, and so therefore my expectations for Fallout 4 aren't really sky high. And especially when you mention the story, if Bethesda wants to put out another Fallout, it will really have to reinvent itself, because you can go through this post-apocalyptic thing 3 times, 4 times. It's the same thing all over again. You start as a small fish in this patch of land somewhere in America. It's sometime after the Great Cataclysm. You do a few quests for a few guys, and then you sense what's the overarching story, and the overarching story is always choose a side and help it to win. And then in the end, you see what happened to all the other sides because you didn't help them. And usually at least these Bethesda parts, as far as I know them, I haven't played Fallout 4, they insert those usual stereotypical tropes, of heroes and families that you can find in every single story that exists from Star Wars onwards. Father and the son, and the father went somewhere and they need to reunite, and then they kind of inject all of this into some kind of battle between Balls of Steel and the Enclave, and you need to choose a side, and eventually through it help someone win. And if the next Fallout will be just the same concept, just another patch of land and some similar actors, it's not really something that will, really excite you. I just summarized Fallout 4. Okay. I didn't well, okay, then the point is proven. And that's the thing they really need to restructure completely to ignite the excitement for the series. This is what I wanted to say. Do you delete VODs? There's only one on your page. No, I don't delete VODs, but if you stream yourself, you might notice a little change that Twitch has introduced recently, and that is that they run an automated algorithm or system that combs through your entire VOD the moment you stop streaming in order to detect any music. And since, I play some music for myself as, as a wannabe Radio Ebola, they detect that music and they automatically unpublish the VOD. So all my VODs for the last week get automatically unpublished. To be honest, I don't bother going to go in and manually publish them because no one really watches them anyway. But yeah, that's the reason the VODs are not there. And I get this IP thing, and copyright protection thing. I really cherish the intellectual property rights, and that's why I have like 500 CDs that I've bought. I just keep on buying new music and support the artists. I do that with, I put my money where my mouth is. And then again, when I play games, I like to listen to the music. And just because I stream it, I refuse to not stream the copyrighted music. I feel I've done my part by paying actual thousands of euros to the actual artists by buying their art. And then when I play the music. Even though I know that's against the law and the Twitch might ban me at any day because of it. So that's my stance there. But it's clear that if the in-game music can be a problem, like Fallout 3 has radio rights and it plays music. It's not clear. With Fallout 3, it's not such a problem because it has really old music and the rights kind of expire after a certain amount of decades. But I know that games like Grand Theft Auto, who as well have in-game radio, but with much more contemporary music, I've heard of streamers getting in trouble because of that. It's not really a clear-cut case there. And if Twitch offered me like pay like €5 every month or even €10 every month, then be free to stream music, I would do it. Even though I don't really make any money out of this Twitch account and playing music and paying for the streaming of music, it would only increase the loss. I would pay it because I would cherish it. But there is no such system that would allow me to play music here and be in accordance with the law. And since I actually, again, I really buy music in large quantities and I spend a lot of money and I support the artist, my conscience is free to play the music here on my stream. And if Twitch at any point in time decides, you're really a huge lawbreaker, you should be punished, well, then I guess I'll be punished. And it's just a silly Twitch account. Sharing things is an integral part of any self-respecting community, and music is no exception. I really like this part. Yes, I've learned about a lot of really good music by watching Twitch. Some guys really have put together some really good playlists. And a lot of the songs I've heard there, I actually went and bought the MP3s. As you say, it's an integral part of the community, but it's not in accordance to the law. So there will always be a problem with that until the publishers and platforms like Twitch come to some sort of an agreement, which is reasonable. Like if you're a streamer, and if you're a small streamer, pay like 5 or 10 euros or dollars a month, and you're free to do as you want. And if you're a huge streamer that earns $10,000 each month, like pay 2 or 3% of your income or something like that. I would welcome it. But until then, I'll just keep on keeping on, as you said. All right, guys, we made it. I made it back to the bandit base alive, and this will be a good basis to continue the playthrough. Next time. I don't know when. When the real life will allow me to do so. Thank you for dropping in. It's always more fun to play with some people around and torturing them with my music selection. This is me, Silly Radio Ebola, signing out.